YouTube, what it do? It's your boy TWV checking in from Minnesota. Yes, it's cold like Minnesota. Your boy is here for SummerSlam weekend, and as you know, the vibes are about to be immaculate. So this is just the intro for the day one vlog. Tomorrow's Friday. I may go to the superstore and get some merch and do a couple meet and greets. Then night one is Saturday, night two is Sunday. Then I'm out of here Monday. But all the content will be uploaded on my YouTube. So with that being said, I'll catch you when I get to the Airbnb. All right, y'all. So we are in the hotel slash Airbnb. So I am staying at the Marriott downtown. Very nice hotel from just the aesthetic outside, the inside, just in the lobby. They did tell me that it's brunch down there. I want to say from 6 to 12 or 6 to 11. I could be wrong. But further ado, of course, you see the mirror behind me. But let's get into some of the hotel. So we're going to walk all the way in. Decent sized TV, cool little desk. I'm going to set up there to edit all the videos over the weekend. Over here is a coffee machine, a couple bottles of water. Then as we pan all the way around, two nice windows, no view of nothing though. I think I see the bottom of a building. Decent sized bed is just me. Then we got this barn style door. I could be wrong. Really nice door. That's a sliding door. And that takes us all the way into the bathroom. Very nice bathroom. Very clean. Very polished. I do like the sink. Mirror is very fire. Something that it's not a big deal. I think something got broke, but who knows? But it's not working. Got to manually press extremely hard to cut the lights on, but no big deal. I'm only gonna be here showering and brushing my teeth, washing my face, the whole 9 yards. Beautiful shower. So yeah, that's about it for right now. I think I'm about to get dressed and find something to eat because I have not ate nothing today except some pretzels and some lime chips. So with that being said, I'll get back to you once I get into the streets. All right, y'all. So I'm back. Had to do a little bit of running around when I got here. Had to get some body wash, toothbrush, toothpaste. Kind of left all that at home. So what happens when you pack the night before. But this is the fit. Just bought this shirt from the Target out here. Really dope. It says the National Basketball Association. I guess 1946. That's when the NBA started. Whoop-de-doo. Good camo shorts. You know the vibes. And then Toro Jordan 4s. Good TWV pose going on. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I'm about to go find something to eat. So I'll catch you once I settle in on what I'm about to eat. What's good, y'all? I have now found something to eat, and I have landed on Naf Middle Eastern Grill. I got a pita. I'm assuming this is their version of having a brain fart. Kava. I don't know why that dropped out of my head like that. But I got what I thought would be the most reasonable thing on the menu for how my stomach works. So turn it around so you can see. Hopefully this does not tear my stomach up like that Chipotle I had the other day. But let's dig in. Nice. So I definitely could have got different dressing. But it ain't bad. But I'm about to eat, so I'll catch y'all once I'm done. So I am back after eating the Naf, and this was honestly the first initial bite kind of fooled me, but that might have been the worst fast food I've ever had in my life. Like 0 out of 10. I would not recommend that to anybody. I don't even know if they have this on the East Coast at home. If they do, please don't go. Again, it is called Naf, Middle Eastern Grill, and not good vibes for me. But I'll be hungry again in a couple hours because it is only 4 o'clock. So hopefully the second swing at trying something out here in Minnesota goes well. But with that being said, I think I'm about to either go to this observation deck. If I do that, you'll see a POV of that. Or if I don't, I took a nap and We'll try something to eat again later on in the vlog. YouTube, what it do? It is day 2 of SummerSlam weekend, which will be technically day 1 because the Superstore opens today. So we're about to go with the fit of the day before I bop out and go down the street to the Superstore. It is a couple things that I want to go do and see since I am part of Club WWE, so I get a couple different little perks. I think I get to go in early. If I'm part of the first 100, I get to go to like a SmackDown watch party tonight. So cool, that'll give me something to do to watch SmackDown since they're in Green Bay. Ironically, normally when it's a pay-per-view, they come to the city the day before and have the send-off show, like the send-off SmackDown. Guess they didn't want to do that this time, so the watch party it is. We're going to start from the top. Hat's kind of attached to my head because it's old. It's a 1996 Atlanta Olympics snapback paired with the John Cena final match jersey. So, you know, John Cena's colors. Some vintage Tommy Hilfiger track pants, jogger pants, whatever you want to call them. Cargo pants. Cargo pants, I'm burnt. And then down to the feet, brick by brick, Jordan 4s. So that is the fit today. You see how it all came together real nice. But with that being said, I'm going to catch you once I get to the Superstore and we get inside.
Here we are. There's a Minihausen who is running around freely. I mean, I cannot believe. I'm just glad that whoever that is escaped from under the ring. Welcome to NotSam Wrestling Live on WWE Radio here at the WWE Takeover in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, as part of SummerSlam weekend. And it is amazing how many people are here, how many different installations are set up inside this convention center. Meet and greets happening. The Danhausen ice cream truck is, it's mere feet away from us, and everybody seems to be over there sampling the Danhausen ice cream truck. Like I said, mini Danhausen walking around, busted open personalities walking around. I mean, it really is just out of the blue paradise for WWE fans. And what better time to do it than SummerSlam weekend? Is everybody having a good time as we prepare for SummerSlam? Now look, there's a lot to talk about going into this weekend. There is one stop away from SummerSlam, and that is SmackDown tonight. SmackDown tonight, I still think there are a couple of bows to put on these packages that are the stories going in to SummerSlam. And one of those, we're going to start, because, you know, when we got on here, Dave was doing a great job of promoting that the show was coming up next, but he put me in the Cody context, and Cody has been a very controversial topic already today in Minneapolis. So I'll talk about that in a minute. But first I want to talk about Nick Aldis and Gunther, because I think tonight is a night where you really add heart to that story. I think if you look at what happened last week with Nick Aldis and Gunther, when the match became official, when we got our contract signed, I think that segment was all about setting up the context that Nick Aldis is indeed a top-tier professional wrestler. That Nick Aldis is going in here with more of an advantage than I think people realize, and that Nick Aldis has nothing to lose. Looking at Gunther in the face and telling him that this is my first match in 3 years. I mean, what are people really expecting of me coming in here for the first time in 3 years? For you, you're fighting your boss. If you lose to your boss, where does that leave you? Except in the 7 days since that SmackDown, I feel like wrestling fans have started to more realize what this means for Nick Aldis. That clip in the last 2 days has gone everywhere of Nick Aldis breaking down into tears, of Nick Aldis talking about how important this actually is for him. And I think that if you look at a lot of the stories that have been told on WWE television as of late, all of that stuff, that everything counts mentality that we have here on NotSam Wrestling has been a part of so many. I mean, it's been a part of Roman and Seth. It's been a big part of Cody and Punk. It's a part of Sami Zayn and Finn Balor. And I think that you can push that forward with Gunther and Nick Aldis. I think that the fact that Nick Aldis is emotional online is sitting there in tears talking about how much this means for him, bringing up his wife, bringing up his son, bringing up all of this context. Now, Nick Aldis, if you're paying attention to that part of it, not just what's on TV, Nick Aldis has set himself up with something to lose. Nick Aldis doesn't want to be embarrassed. Like in that interview that he did, he made it clear that there is something that he doesn't want to happen. He doesn't want to go to SummerSlam and get embarrassed. More importantly, he doesn't want to go to SummerSlam and let people down. I absolutely need Gunther, who at his core just lives to terrorize people. He just lives to disappoint people. He lives to take you at your most vulnerable and just crush your feelings. Everybody watching that clip now not only wants to see this match, and I think that was already a part of it. Seeing Nick Aldis return, seeing a general manager take off that suit and wrestle, seeing a match with Gunther, we were already sold on it. Now we're invested in Nick Aldis because now we can sympathize and we can empathize with what Nick Aldis is going through. Nick Aldis has all of a sudden not become somebody that we're watching have this rivalry with Gunther, who now becomes the good guy versus Gunther's bad guy. But Nick Aldis has become this person that we can relate to because we know what it is to not want to disappoint people. We know what it is to have that one more shot at glory. And I think the fact that that is now, it being out there, makes it part of this going into SummerSlam. The fact that any of you, are you guys going to the show? Are you guys going to be there at the stadium? Yes. Which means that you guys will have that in your head. When Nick Aldis comes out, you're going to be sitting there thinking about it. You're going to know how much this means to him. You're not just going to be in the story that's told on SmackDown. You're going to know on a personal level, this is maybe the most important thing that Nick Aldis has ever done in his professional career. And that, to me, is prime for Gunther to capitalize on. That, for me, because when you looked at Gunther's face last week, it was like Nick Aldis had said the thing that Gunther knew was true, but he didn't want to say out loud. That if Gunther loses to a general manager who hasn't wrestled in 3 years, where does that leave Gunther? Except now, by doing that interview, by that clip going everywhere, by all of us fans knowing that Nick Aldis has a lot on the line here, that Nick Aldis is fighting for his family, is fighting for his pride, is fighting for himself, that's the thing that Gunther can take away from Nick Aldis. And I think tonight is the moment that you push that forward. Tonight is the moment where you go, hey, Nick, there's Gunther's music playing, literally right now as we're talking about it. Yeah, and it gives you a reason to boo him. When he's sitting there, right? Because just as Nick has captured all of our hearts, on some level, we all want to see Nick Aldis. We want to see him be successful. We want to see what gear he's going to wear. We want to see his face when he walks out on that stage for the first time. We want to see the emotion that Nick Aldis is describing. Because on some level, we all feel that as wrestling fans. We all are like, yeah, he becomes a person. And we're people. And we know how much it would mean to us, and now we know how much it means to Nick Aldis, except Gunther is that guy. Gunther needs to be that guy he was after Saturday night's main event. When fans are literally, they're not like, we forgot. We're not booing the bad guy. We're booing the guy that we legitimately hate. We're booing the guy that took away John Cena's last match from us. We're sitting there, and the people in DC were feeling that way, and the people watching at home were feeling that way. We felt like we finally got this John Cena back. Like we had to sit there, and for months, watch him be this villain that we didn't want him to be, that was never really clicking, that it was like, this isn't what we want. We got the second half of the year as that glorious John Cena comeback, and we watched the AJ Styles match, and we watched the Logan Paul match, and we watched even the Sami Zayn match that was on SmackDown. And we go, he's still got it. We don't want him to leave. By the end of John Cena's run, we didn't want him to retire. And the conversation going into Saturday night's main event was, you know what? I know it's unusual. I know it normally doesn't happen. But John Cena should be Gunther. Just because it would make us feel good. Just because we want it to happen. And the fact that it would make us feel good, I think, is exactly why Gunther not only beat him, but made him tap out. Beat him in the most hurtful way possible. So now Nick Aldis has set up this thing where we're emotionally attached to him. And Gunther has a way to not only hurt Nick Aldis, but hurt all of us. And I feel like if that's on the table, you got to take it. Because it's going to take a match that I feel like for a lot of people, Nick Aldis versus Gunther is the sleeper. I think that everybody's thinking about the 2 title matches. Everybody's thinking about Cody Punk. Everybody's thinking about Roman Seth. Everybody's thinking about that Hell in a Cell between Brock and Omar. But I kind of feel like we're getting to this place where Nick Aldis versus Gunther is getting a similar kind of build, is getting a similar vibe. Are you guys putting Nick Aldis and Gunther around that same category? Is that a top 4 match for you at SummerSlam? Let me hear. No. Yeah. No. If you're looking at it and going like, oh, Gunther has the ability to now destroy this human being, to take away this thing that is his dream, I feel like that's the thing that amplifies it. That's the thing that takes it to the next level. So that's what I want to see on SmackDown with Gunther and with Nick Aldis. And I feel like would take us to this place where we're going, okay, now we got a SummerSlam match. For Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, I didn't realize, Cody brings up that away game concept, right? He's talked about it on Unreal. He's talked about it in interviews before where, when that conversation of babyface, heel, is he going to become a villain? Is he going to stay a hero? When all that is going on, Cody, even in those moments where you go, okay, it's time to turn, Cody will go, no, it's just an away game. And Cody has done a really good job in the past of turning audiences. When you look at that build to WrestleMania 41, again with John Cena, Cody was getting booed in Vegas, especially at that SmackDown before WrestleMania. But if you watch that promo, Cody starts to turn the audience. The audience starts to go, oh, that's right, we do love Cody. He gets them all revved up. And by the end of it, everybody's kind of back on Cody's side, but it didn't maintain because he still got booed when he got to the stadium in Vegas. I was watching you guys hang out, watch Busted Open here live at the WWE Takeover in Minneapolis. And I was shocked by how much in agreement everybody was on the Cody Rhodes thing. Or is anybody here rooting for Cody Rhodes? One person. What do we think of CM Punk?
Yeah!
Everybody's rooting for CM Punk. And I think that, again, that's something that has to be brought into the picture here. I think that, is CM Punk going to get cheered in that state? Is Cody Rhodes going to get booed?
Yes.
He's going to get booed on Saturday night?
Booed out the building.
He's going to get booed out of the building. That's a big building to get booed out of. I mean, I think that that's possible, right? But I think that there is a path for Cody to take ownership. Mark Henry was on here talking about how Cody had changed. Yeah. That Cody started to feel like an elitist. And it's really, really interesting to me because, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, when CM Punk first came back, a lot of people were going, I'm waiting on CM Punk. I don't trust CM Punk. I don't know. He gets in fights with people. He's this guy. He's that. He's controversial. And now all of a sudden, he's kind of a darling. People love CM Punk, and they should love CM Punk. But I'm telling you right now, when a guy looks at you, when you say, hey, something's going on here, and a dude looks at you and goes, I don't know what you're talking about. You're being paranoid. When he throws the paranoid word at you, that is not a friendly word. That is not a friendship word. That is not, hey, I'm just being regular, but you're over here being paranoid. That's gaslighting. That's what it is. That's getting you to this point where it's like, whoa, so you're disregarding what I'm seeing. You're acting like what I'm seeing is just not true. I stand firm in the fact that Cody Rhodes, and for this narrative to now come to the television, where they're saying, Cody, you used to be one of the boys. You're not one of the boys. Damian Priest said, here's what the boys feel like in the locker room. He said it on Friday. The implication of Damian Priest telling Cody Rhodes what the boys are thinking is that Cody wouldn't know because he's not one of them. And you know what? People have talked about this before. At a point, the WWE champion isn't going to be one of the boys. You think Roman Reigns is one of the boys? No. Roman Reigns pulls up in that SUV. He's not one of the boys. You think, even CM Punk, one of the boys? I don't know if CM Punk is one of the boys. CM Punk is not fighting for those main event spots. He is the main event spot. CM Punk walked right back in. It's so funny how this narrative has completely turned on its head.
It fell out the
CM
sky.
Punk walks right back into Chicago after being gone off television for months. Walks right into a WWE Championship match. beats Sami Zayn after 9 days. And in that moment, so many people were going, how can you take away Sami Zayn's moment? How can you just give it to CM Punk? And now all of a sudden, and it was Cody's match, by the way.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden, Cody's somehow the bad guy in all of this because he got whipped in the face with a championship title. Now listen, do I believe Cody when he says I dropped that mic by accident? No, Cody dropped that mic on purpose. And good for Cody. Here's the thing, Cody doesn't suck. Cody doesn't suck. Somebody just yelled at him. We're sitting here in this giant convention center with a Danhausen ice cream truck and a SummerSlam pickup truck over there, and lines upon lines of meet and greets, and they're telling me Cody sucks. Here's the thing about Cody Rhodes, and they're playing Cody's music right now. We're in sync right now, okay? Somehow, I don't know if they know, if there's something telepathic, if they're just listening to me to cue up this music in the background, but I hope you're hearing that at home, because it just feels very fitting. Paul must be in church. But, I think Cody Rhodes hasn't really changed at all. If anything, Cody is being consistent, and familiarity has bred contempt within the WWE fan base. If you look, and I was talking about this on the NotSam Wrestling podcast, Cody has not stopped since his first run in WWE, when he had a big golden star painted on his face. He's looking in the mirror and he sees Stardust across from him and he goes, I got to do better. And you know what was going on then? The fan base was saying, yeah, you got to do better. We think you can do better. So what does Cody do? He did a thing that at the time, nobody was doing. He leaves. On his own volition, he gets his release. He leaves WWE. He goes on Twitter. He puts down this list of the people he wants to compete with and the things that he wants to do outside of that WWE bubble. This wasn't happening when Cody did it. It shook everything up. And Cody goes everywhere. Cody goes across every single independent in the United States you can think of. Cody goes to the UK. Cody goes to Japan. Cody goes to TNA. Cody goes everywhere. Cody is the centerpiece for an independent show that sells over 10,000 tickets. Cody is the centerpiece for building a competitive promotion, and then Cody leaves that promotion to come back to the WWE.
They said he couldn't get over.
The whole time, there was no breaks. There was no, okay, I'm going to be gone for 6 months. I'm going to be gone for 2 years here. No, it was non-stop the entire time. Those evolutions of Cody happened with no breaks. And somehow, with no breaks whatsoever, just work. Cody Rhodes shows up at WrestleMania 38. And he's fulfilled everything that he said he wanted to fulfill. And everything that at the time we said he could fulfill. Cody shows up, and he's an immediate main event guy. The American Nightmare appears at WrestleMania 38 in that match with Seth Rollins as a surprise opponent. And the music plays, and the look, and the blonde hair, and that huge tattoo on his neck. It's all there. And then what does he do? He goes through. And he fights Seth Rollins, and he beats Seth Rollins. He fights Seth Rollins again, and he beats Seth Rollins. And he goes to the gym, and he's bench pressing, and he tears his pectoral muscle off his bone. But he still goes and fights Seth Rollins again. He goes into the Hell in a Cell, and he fights Seth Rollins again. And he beats him 3 times in a row, but then he's got to go away. And he's got to go away at the worst possible time. He tore that pec, and people take it for granted now. He tore that pec at the worst possible time. He had all the momentum was being built for Cody Rhodes. He was being built as that guy who was going to be a star. And then he has to go away for whatever it was, 6 months, 4 to 6 months. And he somehow got to sit there and go, man, I hope in the next 4 to 6 months, another star doesn't come up and take my spot. Because part of that, Cody is a star in WWE, was built around the fact that he had that massive return at WrestleMania 38. But when he goes away for 4 to 6 months, that all goes away. Now when he returns again, we already know he's in the WWE. We already know he's a superstar. We already know he's headed for the main event. So somehow, he's got to maintain that connection with the audience. He's got to hope that when he heals that pectoral and comes back, we've still got his back. And somehow he does it. He does it. He comes back. He wins the Royal Rumble. He goes to WrestleMania. Now we're at WrestleMania 39. And we go, Cody's clearly going to beat Roman Reigns. This is the end of the bloodline. This is what we've all been building for, right? Cody is going to be the guy. And what happens? You remember what happened at WrestleMania 39? I was cheering for it too. We put our ones in the air because our tribal chief retained the championship. And they're playing Roman Reigns music. Look, they know what we're doing here, okay? They know the story that we're telling here, okay? That's my connection with our tribal chief, by the way. But bro, he lost at WrestleMania 39. Do you know how impossible it is to go, don't worry, he'll go to WrestleMania next year and win it? You have to now, momentum is the key word. You are now responsible for maintaining your momentum and maintaining fan interest for a year before you can get back to another WrestleMania and recapture that moment. And what do we say at WrestleMania 39? That was the moment. There's no way WrestleMania 40 could be bigger. WrestleMania 40 is not going to be bigger than 30. That was 39. That was WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. There's no way. And as if the odds weren't stacked up against Cody Rhodes enough, what do? January rolls around. Somehow he's maintained, right? He has his rivalry with Brock Lesnar. Maintains it. Brock Lesnar even passes the torch and puts Cody's arm up in the air. Then he brings Jey Uso to Monday Night Raw, wins the Tag Team Championship with Monday Night Raw. And by the way, do you remember when he first started? In that press conference with Cody Rhodes. Okay? And then just as he's done the impossible, he goes to the Royal Rumble again. He wins the Royal Rumble again. He's like, okay, I did it. I maintained the fan interest. I'm going to WrestleMania. The WWE goes, we got one more test for you. One more test. We're going to ask the audience if they'd rather see you or literally the most popular wrestler of all time, The Rock, fight Roman Reigns. That's all you got to do, Cody. Prove to us that you're more popular in this moment than The Rock. Nobody can do that. It's The Rock. And what happened? The Rock showed up and said, I'm going to main event WrestleMania. And what did we say? No, you're not. No, you're not. We said, no, you're not so loudly that he had to bring the heel Rock back. And he had to amplify heel Rock. He had to create the final boss because we said no so loudly because we wanted Cody Rhodes to be in that spot so much. And we get it. And Cody main events WrestleMania twice in 1 year. And he main events WrestleMania 40 night 1, and he main events WrestleMania 40 night 2. And he finally beats Roman Reigns. And he does it in a way, right, where if you watch that match, right, first it's Jimmy coming out, and then Jay coming out, and The Rock coming out, and Solo coming out, and Cena coming out, and Undertaker coming out. That's a lot of star power. When you win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, you have to look like the biggest star in the building. When you win that main event in Philadelphia, you have to be the biggest star in the eyes of the audience. And they just looked at The Rock, The Undertaker, and John Cena. And you still have to be the guy that they want to look at the end of the night. And Cody Rhodes still did it. And the whole locker room cleared out like it was Bret Hart at WrestleMania 10. And they boosted Cody up on his shoulders. And it was Cody's moment. And you know what happened? You know what happened a day later? We all looked at Cody and said, okay, now what do you got? Now what do you got? And we look at this, and he's defended the title, and he's had great matches. And then what happened? He goes to WrestleMania 41. He's got that wonky-ass match with John Cena that he doesn't win. He loses the title to John Cena. You loved it. So that John Cena can be a proper bad guy. He's got to beat Cody so John Cena can be a proper bad guy. And they go, listen, we need John Cena to be a good guy again. We need him to be a good guy again. How do we get John Cena to be a good guy again? Who can he have a great match with so that we can prove to the world that John Cena is a good guy again? Who was it? Who was the guy? It was Cody. It was Cody Rhodes. And he won the title back at SummerSlam. That was just last year, right?
Yep.
He won the title back at SummerSlam last year. And we had our moment. We had our great match. And it's John Cena. And it's Cody Rhodes. And now here we are a year after that. And once again, so many of us are looking at Cody Rhodes going, well, what do you got for us? What do you got for us, Cody? Right? There's an American Nightmare t-shirt. And I'm just sitting there going, like, I cannot believe these sort of, what have you done for us lately nature. Like, we can't sit back and go, man, it is remarkable. Not the 1 year journey Cody has been on. Not the 5 year journey, like the 15-year journey Cody has been on. It is remarkable, and it is like something we've never seen before. But I think because Cody kind of presents himself as, you know, the baby face of the moment, the modern day John Cena, whatever you want to call it, that we forget about everything that came before. We forget about all of it. And then here comes CM Punk. And CM Punk is cool. And CM Punk did go away. And we're all happy to see CM Punk again. And this return run that CM Punk has been on has been like nothing that we've seen before. And once again, this time as a challenger, Cody is face to face with a guy that for all intents and purposes, he shouldn't be able to beat. But once again, it's like, I've done it all. Yeah, but here's another insurmountable challenge that we're going to put in front of you. Prove it again. I don't think in the history of the WWE, there has been a person, and it's funny, because I think the reason a lot of people in this moment are booing Cody is because you feel like he gets handed everything.
Yes.
You feel like it's all about Cody, right?
Yes.
Based on everything that I've just said, if you've been listening, tell me one person that's had to prove it more than Cody Rhodes.
Nobody.
One person that has had to prove his spot more than Cody Rhodes. That's right, it's nobody. The answer is nobody has. He's the one guy in this position that wasn't put in the position. He had to carve it out for himself. And now you know what he's got to do?
Prove it again.
He's got to prove it again. He's got to prove it again. He's got to get back to work. LA Knight. LA Knight's great. LA Knight's great, but guess what? You know who else is great?
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but you know what? Solo Sikoa is pretty great too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, are we all watching Solo Sikoa rise up in that whole LA Knight story? Solo Sikoa walking around and saying that he doesn't give a damn about Roman Reigns. There's something about it. And, you know, normally, I don't like anybody standing up to our tribal chief. But Solo Sikoa, and I think there were a lot of us that got won over. You know what won us over? You never know as wrestling fans what's going to win us over. There was two words that I think won all of us over on Solo Sikoa. That's it, it's pew pew.
Bow, bow,
Pew pew, pew pew. Seeing Jey Uso fire that warning shot and watching Solo Sikoa, and the fact that we heard it first before we even saw Solo, go pew pew, pew pew. I mean, remarkable stuff. We have so much going on this weekend at SummerSlam. We're going to be talking about it today. We're going to be back here tomorrow. We're going to be back here on Sunday. So make sure that you're hanging with us here and on WWE Radio. If you can't be in the building here in Minnesota, we're going to take a break. We got guests coming up. We got a lot of excitement. Listen, it's not Sam Wrestling Live on a Friday. I normally would never touch these microphones on a Friday. You know that, Paul. But I'm here because it's SummerSlam. We're in Minneapolis. We've got guests. We've got stories to tell. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
Yeah! Let's go!
Live from Minneapolis Convention Center, this is NotSam Wrestling Live.
Welcome back, everybody. Give it up. Give it up. NotSam Wrestling Live here on WWE Radio. We're at WWE Takeover in Minnesota. SummerSlam weekend. And look, you never know who's going to be popping by. Look who is joining us up on stage. The one and the only Dragon Lee is here.
Yeah, I got this.
What's going on? Yeah,
I feel
Are they
like
double micing you?
I'm like I feel like I'm a DJ.
With the headset and there's like a pop star thing going on.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm great, fantastic. Living my dreams, my friend.
Yes. I mean, it's pretty amazing being in a place like this and seeing. I think that's one of the things, you know, you've been all over the world that makes the WWE so unique is the fact that we're here for SummerSlam, but something like this could happen. There's no wrestling ring in here. There's no matches going on in here, but there's a Danhausen truck and superstar entrances and photo ops and
We have fans. That's the most important, right?
Fans, all the fans
I love
are
all
here.
fans.
I mean, it's a real sense of when an event as big as SummerSlam comes to a town like Minneapolis, it like that whole kind of wrestling community comes together.
Yeah, it's very exciting to be here, like because Minneapolis has something special for me.
Why is that?
Because I have family here like years ago. Well, it's like personal story, but I have something like Minneapolis had a piece of my heart. I really love Minneapolis.
I love that. And it's
And all the fans too.
yes, and it's a generationally like historic wrestling city. Like so many great wrestlers have come from Minneapolis,
Yeah.
and surrounding areas, and territories.
Right here, buddy.
There you go.
Yeah, look at
Golden
Brock Lesnar,
Gophers,
let's
Brock
go.
Lesnar,
Chuck Gable is from here.
absolutely Chad Gable,
TV
Tiffany
time.
Stratton.
TV time.
What do you make of Chad Gable? I mean, first of all, before we get into Chad Gable, right? I think for you, it's got to be pretty remarkable to see where WWE is at, because when you came to WWE, you're coming from that world of lucha, and there have been a few stars that have made the transition, but it was really like, okay, you're going to do what you do, but in the context of WWE. Whereas I feel like since you've been here, that lucha influence has gotten heavier and heavier and heavier to the point where AAA and the WWE has this relationship. Are you at all surprised at how much WWE fans have completely taken to lucha?
I mean, I'm gonna try to explain you the best way, okay? Because still I'm learning English. I love English, but I'm still learning. So I have the lucha libre in my blood. I feel like in this point, WWE loves lucha libre, right?
Right, yeah.
Because that was we have AAA, you know, and I really love like how the lucha libre is growing in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like because before we used to see like WWE like just old school big guys,
Yeah.
promo, you know. But now it's like you can see everything in WWE.
Yes.
So-
yes.
You know, like great matches, and it's something that I love. Like being in WWE, like I can be Dragon Lee,
Right.
You know, and even like the advices like Rey Mysterio give it to me, AJ Styles, like all these 3 years, almost 3 years that I've been in WWE, I feel like I learned so much, and I think even all these people, even all the audience, they don't even myself, I don't even see like the real Dragon Lee. I'm more beyond, yes. And I think like, let's see in the future, I think I need to have a good story.
Yes.
And in one point, I promise my name, don't forget this, my name will sound around the world. And my time, maybe it's not yet, but it will be soon or sooner or later. But in one point of my life, I will be that man, I will be that dragon, and I will be that fire. Ese fuego seré yo.
Are you guys ready for Dragon Lee? You guys ready? Yes. Yes.
I promise, because you know what, guys? I'm always do my best. I don't need to talk so much.
Right.
I'm always do my best in the ring, and I do for all of you. I do for all of, even for you, my friend. You know
What about
what?
Mini Danhausen down here? There's a Mini Hausen who has just been running all over this. But that goes to your point that the WWE is
Even
now
for me.
everything. It's now everything.
Easy, carnal. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Take it easy. I mean, look, I think it opened a lot of eyes to it, because I feel like, and I think that you're right. I think that the education to what lucha is and how like it appeals to kind of, I think every wrestling fan, once they figure out how stories are told through lucha libre, you can't help but become connected to it. And I think that watching so many WWE fans see this Grande Americano mask versus mask match, I think it changed everything more than people even realize. The fact that it was such a big deal that they had to go and run the entire match back on that episode of Raw on Netflix, that the whole world has seen it, so much so that it's built to this SummerSlam match between Penta and Chad Gable. What do you think it was, from your perspective as a luchador, what do you think it was about that match that kind of got so many WWE fans' antennas up when it comes to lucha?
You mean like Grande against Grande?
Grande against Grande,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I know what it feels to wrestle mask against mask. I did like when I was 19 and when I was 21, two times in my life, in my career. Maybe people don't know, but when I was in Mexico, I know the pressure. But I was 21, so now I'm on 30, right? And but at that level, like it's not the same like AAA before.
Yeah.
Like the AAA is now.
Right.
No, so
Yes.
much different. I will tell you this. The AAA before, I like it, but it's just work and I just go and Now I want to go.
Yeah.
And you see on the Takeover what he said, like
Yeah.
everyone say like I want to go because you feel free, you feel like that's why look that match between the Grandes.
Yes.
That was an amazing match. I love that match. I was like I was a fan, like watching that match, and I text those guys. You did incredible work.
Yeah.
For both guys, Grand Americano. Now the tall guy.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know.
Grande.
It's Grande,
Americano.
right. But I tell him because you did a great job because he speaks Spanish now.
Yeah.
He loves the culture. I love that guy. He's my friend. Even Chad Gable. So Chad Gable he has all my respect since the first time I wrestled with him. It's between this is something happens between wrestlers like you don't know each other, but after the match, when you wrestle with the guy after the match, it's like it was a great match.
Yeah, and it creates
you
that
get
brotherhood.
Yes. When you have a great connection, and I'm honestly, it's not because I'm in Minneapolis, but Chad Gable is, for me, some of the best wrestler in the world that I've ever wrestled. He's incredible performer. Like, look at his age. He's
ripped.
He's just incredible, and
he keeps getting better. I think.
yes,
He keeps getting better.
It's like saying like for tomorrow. I'm so excited between him and Penta.
Yeah.
Penta, I love Penta. He's my friend. Even like the work he does. All these people love Penta. Love Chad. Honestly, and I love them, and I'm very excited for tomorrow because whoever wins, it's tough, but whoever wins deserves.
Yes.
Because those wrestlers, I mean, Penta, he has been working so hard. He earned this place. He earned his title. Even Chad Gable too.
Absolutely.
I know. I wrestle with both, and I know like what is it. What is that feeling to be in the ring with them?
Yeah.
Everybody know. You feel him, right? You understand what I'm saying? Okay.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Maybe I'm talking too much. Nobody knows what I'm
No,
saying.
it's good.
Okay.
It's good. And I think too, I mean, Penta the same way as you, like you just said, that you're in a spot now where maybe, a few years ago it wouldn't have been an option. 10 years ago it wouldn't have been an option. But you're in a spot now where Dragon Lee in WWE can be Dragon Lee. Penta in WWE can be Penta. And I think that matches like that mask versus mask match help that happen even more. Because I think here, like with American wrestling, WWE style
It's not a
wrestling,
culture, right?
Yeah. Because I think like a mask versus mask match.
It's like something just okay. It's just a match.
Yes, we
But-
never felt that emotion.
But for us,
Yes.
for us, it's different.
Yes.
They would do that match here in America, but why we didn't? Because
Right.
it has to be Mexico.
Has
the
to be.
culture is different. How many Mexicans? How many Latinos? How many Latinos?
There we go. There we go.
Toda mi gente sabe, ¿no? Sabe lo que es una lucha de máscara contra máscara, la cultura que es a huevo, ¿sí o no? Pinche máscara es. And sometimes it's something that I love because all the fans in America, I love them too. It's like they are knowing now.
Yes.
Like what does this mean? Like the mask. It's because sometimes they bring a luchador. I mean, in the past, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I think. They just see a luchador, just mask, just fun, someone else.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm more like the mask is more than that. And now like they are knowing what it means like mask versus mask. What is beyond the mask. You know?
Yes.
It's
How
like-
much of like this is
It's
who
true, like
you are.
they understand our culture.
Yes.
And what WWE is doing now is incredible.
Yeah.
Everyone, fans, wrestler in the world, like that's
Yeah.
the best. That's the best WWE I ever seen in my life. Because I grew up watching WWE for me.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
Yeah.
90 when I was 9, 8. In Mexico we call like mi domingo. ¿Cómo se dice aquí?
Sunday?
No se usa, ¿verdad?
Huh?
No se usa. But every Sunday in Mexico, they use our parents or the family, right?
Yeah.
My grandpa, he used to give me like 5 pesos. What is 5 pesos here? It's nothing. But 5 pesos in my town is like less than $1. You know, pennies, really, nothing. So, but the CDs, it was like a 10 pesos.
Yeah.
It's like CD, you know,
Like a DVD, like a
DVD, but
yeah.
not original. You know.
Oh yeah. Just like the burned, like
Yes.
yeah.
And I got like a 15 pesos. I just get the CDs, just put the CDs.
Oh, just
watching
match after
yeah,
match.
Shawn Michaels playing, or you know, like Rey Mysterio, all those matches. I was so excited, and look at him now, watching Rey Mysterio. But now I'm sitting with him,
Crazy.
I'm hanging out with him.
Tagging with
I'm
them.
gonna call him right now.
It's so crazy.
You know, it's like guys, I'm living my dream right now. You know, in general, in wrestling, in my life, I'm so happy to be here. Like every single day, I just wake up and I say, like, thanks God for another day. I'm so happy to live in this dream. You know?
Yeah.
I want to try to transmit to everyone, like every day, just wake up and say, like, thanks. Today is gonna be a great day.
Yes, and I think that's such a good point because I think, like, you know, years and years ago, they would think that the mask would stop you from being relatable, would stop you from being able to tell that story of I'm living my dream. Like, you know, they tell that story of like in WCW when they took the mask off Ray. It was because, oh, he's got this great face. You can relate to him. You can't see anything behind the mask. And I think now, finally, we're at this place where people see that the mask is part of the personality. The mask is part of what relates to you. The mask is the dream. When you talk about living the dream, part of that is because you get to don the mask.
And let me tell you something. Before to come to WWE, when I was like 19 years old, WWE was looking for me. That they want to bring me. When I was 19, I'm telling you, like 12, 11 years ago.
Wow.
And they want me without mask. No.
You wouldn't do it?
Then next time when I was 22, I want you Dragon Lee without mask. No. 23 years old. I want you without mask. No. I'm always keeping mask because this is what I love. This is my culture. This is, and if they want Dragon Lee, I want them.
Yeah.
And look now, Dragon Lee is here for everyone. I will do my best every day in the ring for you guys.
But that's such an important lesson because, like you just said, WWE was the dream, and there's a lot of people that would just kind of give up everything for the dream. But WWE is the dream meant that Dragon Lee in WWE is the dream. Not take off the mask and become something else, and this is not who I am. But and it's so interesting. It's so like something worth pointing out that in America, it was almost for a long time like we have to take the mask off to find out who they are. But the person you are is the mask.
Yeah, but however, I don't feel bad because I'm handsome. It's okay.
You'll be all right either way.
No, I'm gonna take it out right now. No, but yes, it's very nice now. You know.
Yeah.
We just keep this more like the culture, right?
Yes. Yeah. Now I see the brace on the thumb here. What happened to the hand?
It was weird, like because two Sundays, yes, I wrestled with Japan, right? What was that match? I don't remember. I don't remember.
Was it on TV or live event?
My last match. That was on TV. I don't remember with who. You know,
that's
my
so
head.
funny.
With somebody I was wrestling. Yes, and
maybe you're tagging with Javon.
I just don't remember. Yes, it was
tagging with Javon against maybe Rusev and Ethan. Maybe I don't know. Look. There's a lot of match.
Yes.
A lot of match.
So just when I came back to my locker room, my finger was like swollen, like this and I couldn't move, and I was like, I don't know what's happened. It's happened many times, you know, in wrestling. But the doctor, he touched me, and he told me like, can you move like this? Yes. He touched me. It's painful. I got a X-ray. It's okay. And then MRI.
MRI. Yeah.
And what is this finger?
The thumb.
The thumb.
The thumb.
The thumb.
Thumb.
The thumb.
Thumb.
Okay, the thumb.
Yeah.
The Tommy Jerry. Okay, the thumb. This one. He said like you have a tear.
Oh wow.
It's tear?
Yeah.
Okay. Tear.
You have a tear in your thumb.
In my thumb.
Oh.
Damn. And I wanted to wrestle, and I don't know for how many times I want to be out, but I don't want to get surgery, because of it broke.
Yeah.
It's gonna get surgery. I want to stop for 3-4 months, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
And
so you're just hoping it heals up
they
quick.
told me with this one, maybe I probably will wrestle. This is fine.
Yeah.
No.
So you think you're still gonna be able to wrestle with that on?
Probably.
Probably.
Hopefully they let me wrestle.
Yeah, hopefully. Because if you have an injury keeping you away from wrestling, you want it to be a big one.
Yeah.
You want it to be like a broken leg
Man,
or a
I'm
big
gonna tell
torn
you
pec
this.
or you don't want your thumb.
Some people, most of the people don't know, but more in between. I know American, all the wrestlers is the same, but this is more like a Mexican culture. We are like a la chingada, güey. Somos pinches mexicanos, güey. Así te levantas con. We used to living with pain, you know. I'm like, next day I'm gonna work. Yeah, I'm good. We never complain for anything.
Right.
We just wrestle and wrestle and wrestle. For one hand is good, but for the other one not, because with the time goes, maybe 40, you will be looking like
That's
this.
right.
No, you have to take care of your body. When your body say stop, you have to stop.
And that's why they got the doctors being like, we're not asking you what you want to do, we're telling you.
Yeah, because
We're
if
gonna
you're
stop
telling
you
them,
from
if you're telling them I have something, stop, because they know, they know you have to stop, and then and sometimes we don't want to stop. We want to go and being in the ring is something like adrenaline, man. Is
I guess that's what it is too, right? The adrenaline makes it so much that you don't feel, and there's nothing wrong. Like when that adrenaline's pumping, you don't feel any injury. You don't feel any
nothing. Just after when you get home, just your family, your close people, they know what you have, because sometimes many people say it's fake. It's normal. Yeah, it's normal. Nobody will know until you come home. Your close people see my chest, my back, everything. Even my kids. Daddy, we play.
Yeah, that's the thing. Your kid is never going to understand. I can't play with you right now. I have a torn thumb. I didn't want to hear that.
Well,
once you're home.
Well, I play video games with you.
That's what I was going to ask you. Can you use like the little tip of the thumb to still play games?
Yes.
I love it. So what is your favorite part if you're not going to be able to be in the ring right now? For this weekend maybe. What's your favorite part of a weekend like SummerSlam and seeing with all this going on?
I mean, this show is incredible, man. I would love to be there in this show, but you can sometimes, you have to many talent.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, I don't know. The match between Ova and Brock Lesnar.
You're looking forward to it?
Oh man, this is. I grew up watching Brock Lesnar, but now it's overtime.
But isn't that great? Like, that's why you were just saying, that's the theme of this whole conversation about how WWE is everything. And, I couldn't think of two more differently styled pro wrestlers to Dragon Lee than Brock Lesnar and Obafemi. And the fact that that's what you're enjoying, that's how wide this wrestling world is. That's what makes it so good, that there is going to be kind of everything on both nights.
Let's do an incredible show for all these audience.
For everyone. For everyone.
That's what we do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one time for Dragon Lee. Thank you very much. Dragon, thank you so much for hanging out with us here at the WWE Takeover. We're going to be back live with more NotSam Wrestling tomorrow. We're going to be here again on Sunday before the big show, doing live radio. We're going to have Cheap Heat still here today. Coming up next, we're going to have play-by-play for SummerSlam. This is going to be an incredible weekend, and an incredible weekend that we will cover all here on WWE Radio. Once again, big thanks to our guest, Dragon Lee.
No se olviden lo que les dije.
That's right.
Dragon Lee, el fuego. Sí, claro que sí.
Claro que sí.
Todo
Claro que sí.